There's Ronnie back there. I don't know what he's doing. We should probably find out. Ronnie, what are you doing?
I'm just going to take this pipe out of the way.
He's moving that pipe.
Yeah, nothing important.
It looks serious. Weight reduction. Lose all your turbo parts.
It's a pedal car now.
We're gonna Fred Flintstone it. Most of our younger viewers probably don't even know what that means. But whatever.
The Bisbee, whatever it's called, pedal cars. That's what they're called, right?
I think they're called soapbox derby cars.
Yeah.
They have a soapbox derby in Bisbee?
Yeah, every year on the 4th of July. So we're prepping the truck so we can go win that.
Right on, dude. We're just gonna roll this thing down the hill and see how fast it'll go.
No brakes, no nothing.
With this huge aerodynamic restriction right here. It's just got a big hole in the engine bay.
I think it'll be alright.
So,
we gotta fix this.
What's up, losers? We forgot to say hello. Say hello, Ronnie.
Hello.
Ronnie.
Ronnie.
Anyway, we're working on the hardbody again today. That's what everybody likes, so that's what we're doing. So this is what we're dealing with. We're doing front suspension today. Paul's going to come over and do some welding for us, so we are going to prep the front suspension for him. We're putting on coilovers, right?
Yep.
Ronnie's all nods and yeses today. He's just a yes man.
Yeah, so we got a BeebaniCustoms Coilover Kit. This is what he sends you for the front. You also get a upper control arm.
Go ahead.
You also get an upper control arm. Don't mind my nut bolt.
Don't mind Ronnie's nuts.
And then you need a coilover. He recommends a 14-inch coilover with a 450-pound spring. We bought these off eBay and they're not going to work. So
why are they not going to work?
They're too fat here for his kit.
Right where? They're fat. Oh, I see.
That's the only issue. So the hole's also a little bigger than what he recommends, but you can buy like a spacer to go in there. But what we're going to do is we're going to try and use these on the back when we get the rear kit. He's building us a rear kit as well.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to try and make these work. If not, they were like $200. So we can build a go-kart.
A real big go-kart.
So there's a few reasons why we're going with this kit, and just like a coilover kit in general. The truck, the way they are, they have these torsion bars right here. You can see the driver's side one and the passenger side one. I don't know if you guys can see those.
We do see them.
So those connect to the lower control arms, and that's what your spring is that torsion bar. And the truck just, they're not stiff enough is the problem. When you're trying to do some performance with the truck, it's real soft up front. It's also real soft in the back. But the front's the main thing. You really want to get your front real stiff on a performance car. So,
or truck.
Yeah, or truck. So you want to go with something like this, or maybe build your own kit. There's a lot of people that have done like Miata coilovers, and they build their own brackets that come off and everything. This kit is simple. He makes it, and you weld it in, and it's really pretty much that easy. So that's why we went with this. We were going to design something, and then we started thinking about it. We're like, we can just order this for $500 and be done with it. So we go drifting with it. The truck's real squishy. We get a lot of like weight transfer that we're trying to combat, and that's why we're going with this. And then on top of that, you get an adjustable coilover if you buy one. So you can adjust your ride height and your spring tension and all that.
And who doesn't want coilovers on every vehicle that they own?
So just like slam it. That's the point.
Slam it. Okay, so we're ready to get started on this thing. What do we do first?
Build up some air.
Oh, so we got to turn the compressor on. There's the compressor over there, not on.
Yeah.
Okay, so why are we turning the compressor on? Because we're taking this apart, right?
Yeah, we're going to use the impact because the truck's in the air. So we're going to rip the tire off and everything. But we also got to use the air compressor for the plasma cutter because we're so fortunate to have one.
Right.
But anyways, we're going to take the tire off, and then we got to take the upper control arm off. we got to take the shock out, and that's it. It's pretty easy to get apart. There's not a whole lot. The biggest thing is like getting the upper control arm off.
Okay.
And so to get the upper control arm off, you got to get the shock off. And
do you have to take like the knuckle off or the? Nope. I mean, I don't even know what it's called. The knuckle or the?
No, like
the
you see on this side,
hub or whatever.
We have this side apart, and it's just like.
Oh, okay.
So it's real simple and easy to get to. It's the 4 bolts on top of the ball joint and the 2 that hold the control arm off, and then you can get everything else to swing out of the way. Okay.
Well, we're going to go do that, or we're not going to go do that. We're going to turn the compressor on and go outside, and we're going to talk to you about this 240 intake manifold that we have. Well, Ronnie, what are these?
They are 15 plus STI injectors.
Okay.
So they should be like 550 cc, somewhere in there. I don't know anything about new Subarus. Old Subarus, like old STIs, like my STI. I was going to point to it, but it's in the other garage. But they're 550 cc injectors. So I assume these are close, maybe 600. I have no idea. But we're going to stick these, hopefully, into that fuel row.
That Ronnie just spray painted.
Yeah.
Right on.
Well, it can't, like, it couldn't be the way it was next to this.
That's true. That's true. This is a really good looking intake manifold.
So, but the good thing, I found out, we're going to leave these up. Everybody knows what that's about.
Lube it up, man. Spit on it.
And then,
do they fit? They fit just right? Look at that. They fit just right.
So we just got to make sure they fit into the fuel row. As long as they fit into the fuel row, we should be pretty good.
Well, excellent.
There we go.
So we're going to try to get the fuel rail on this today?
Yeah, that's what I'm
and the injectors.
Just to make sure that it all fits, and then if it does, I can get plugs for these injectors.
Okay, excellent. Well, that kind of works out.
Yeah, and they're like blue, they almost match.
Like we care about anything matching around here.
Dude, the truck's going to be pretty one day. Not today.
Ronnie says the truck's going to be pretty one day. Definitely not today.
Good, like my parents never would have fucking done that shit. My parents told me that, like, you want to go to college? Figure it the fuck out. I mean, they gave us like $2,500 for a down payment on the house. But...
Well, that's nice of them.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Taking it apart. I lost one of the bolts.
Nice,
there it is.
Nice. Who needs all the bolts to hold your suspension together?
All right, fuck it.
Up.
Daddy's doing something right now. He's working. You can look up under the fender well and see what he's doing. Look up under there. See what he's doing.
Look right here. What's up? I'm taking the shock out, buddy.
Taking the shock out?
Yeah.
I'm recording it. Okay, now what?
Now we take the bottom of the shock off.
Okay.
And we pull it out.
Shock looks like it came out pretty easy, G.
That's the hardest part.
Levi, you're doing a great job.
These are your camber shims.
Camber shims, eh?
Yeah, that's how you adjust it.
Interesting.
These stupid little shims. That's how you adjust caster and camber.
Let me see those.
They're just washers, dude. They're just like different thickness washers.
And that's how you adjust your camber?
And caster, yeah.
Oh,
so
weird.
They go behind the control arm to space
oh, that makes sense. That totally makes sense, yeah.
And so you can like do it like this to get caster and camber.
Interesting. Interesting. So we've taken some parts out. Levi, did you take some parts out?
Yes.
You did? Good job. All right. What do we do next?
So now we're going to get our top mount right here. And we're going to clearance it for this weld. So we talked about this before, but for the people that haven't seen that, if you can tell, like that's where it should
I can see that weld up under there.
And this is where it wants to sit.
Ah, okay. So then this weld right here is keeping it from sitting flat against this surface.
Correct.
So we're going to clearance this.
Yeah, we're going to clearance this. We're going to cut some of this off here.
Okay. Or are we going to use our plasma cutter or what?
Yeah. We're going to do it the easy way.
Let's do it, man.
So we're going to do that, and then once that's done, we'll start working on cutting this off.
Okay. And why are we cutting that off?
Because...
Oh, because that's the old shock mount, and this is the new shock mount.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense. Totally makes sense.
Right there. Tug it a little bit less. But we cut it hits on this. I can't see this side how much to take off.
You want me to hold it and you come around to the front here and so you can see?
Okay.
I don't know if y'all can see this, but there's like white stuff in here. That is from a fire extinguisher. How many times has this thing been on fire?
3 times.
3 times in the past year, right? Or in the past like 8 months?
I guess it would be... We went drifting the first time with it turboed.
We have a video. We have a video in our YouTube channel of this truck catching on fire. We had a wire catch on fire. We were doing a shakedown run, and I think it's actually called New Turbo Shakedown, the video. And he had a wire right across here, and I don't know what happened. It grounded out or something, but it completely caught fire. Look at that.
It's this wire.
That is toasty.
This is the new fire, but it was this wire that caught on fire.
My goodness. So yeah, it's been on fire 3 times. Have I had any cars catch on fire yet?
No, are you a real car guy yet?
Apparently not. We got it marked. Cut away, sir. How's it fit?
Fits pretty good. It's touching right here. So you have to clearance a little bit there. Well, maybe not.
Yeah, that's something we kind of wondered about. When Ronnie got this in, he kind of set it on there to see how it was going to fit, and the shock mount right here runs into the steering column right here. So we're definitely going to have to clearance that, and we'll probably send a message to BeebaniCustoms and let him know that we ran into that issue.
Yeah, just to maybe try and straighten this out here instead of having this. It takes away a little bit of strength, but to make it fit, you have to do it.
Yeah, right on. I mean, you could always delete your steering column. Steering delete for the win.
So, something like that.
Right on.
Yeah, we got to clearance this one a little bit. So we'll cut a little bit off this with the plasma cutter and go from there.
Awesome. Alright, so we did some cutting and grinding on the coilover mount to clearance that right there, and we got clearance out of it. You can see right in between there. That should work just fine.
So now we're flat on the back, and we're flat on the top, and everything's happy. So that should be able to weld in there real nice.
Alright, so at this point, we are marking where the old shock mount needs to be cut off.
I can't see.
And Ronnie can't see. What he's going to do is he's going to mark it to where it's right here, where it's cut off, where the new shock mount makes this turn right here. He's going to mark it right there and cut it off straight right there.
They keep right here. Dad.
Basically on that silver line. Just behind it is where we're at.
Okay.
Dad.
Alright. What's up, dude?
What's up, Daddy?
What's up, buddy?
Up there.
Once again, Ronnie has started a fire in his truck. So we cut it off. The old strut mount was right here, or shock mount was right here. We cut it off. That's hot, so I'm not touching it. The BeebaniCustoms sends a piece, this little batarang right here, and it welds on right on the end there.
If you look, this side's longer. I don't know if you can tell on camera.
Oh, there's a longer and a shorter
Yeah,
one?
so this side's longer and that
Okay.
side's shorter. So you got to look at your piece. This is my longer side, this is my shorter side.
Interesting.
So it'll fit right this way.
Look at that. You just weld it on like that, and that adds reinforcement to that entire, I guess, X shock mount.
Yeah.
Awesome. So that gets welded on there, and then the new shock mount gets welded back up in here.
Yep.
Sweet. Alright, so we're pretty much done. We need to go over what we did.
Yeah.
To sum it up, Ronnie.
So, control arm out, shock out. Then you're going to use this, and you may have to clearance yours, you may not. That's going to possibly depend on your truck. I don't know, we've only done this on this truck. So you're going to clearance that, get it on there, you're going to mark. So basically when this is on and this is on, you're almost flush, or you are flush, or however you end up doing it. But get it flush-ish. Don't have it sticking out, because it won't work.
So basically you want the front face of that batarang to be flush with these uprights right here.
Yes,
or pretty close
pretty
to
close.
it. Pretty close to it. We're not exactly flush, we got a couple millimeters there, but
I think we're good.
it fits, you know, it clears everything.
So that's the most important part of all this, is making sure that when you do this, your coilover is going to clear your old crap. So do that, get it marked, get it cut off, grind this down, make it nice and smooth so you got a good welding surface, and then weld it up if you have a welder strong enough, or have somebody come do it, or take it to a shop and have them do it and send them this video so that they know what's going on.
Right on. We're going to have Paul from Freedom Fab and Power. If y'all can see that powder, Ronnie Power, powder, Freedom Fab and Powder. He's going to come over and weld these on for us. Make sure we get enough penetration.
Yeah, dude. I couldn't do it.
It's all about the penetration, and Ronnie couldn't get it done. Well, our welder is only 110, right?
110.
It's 110, and you for metal this thick, you probably need a 220. So just know that. Anyways, what else?
If you guys have any questions, drop them below. We'll make sure that we answer them in a timely manner, and hopefully we did a good job and you guys don't have questions, but if you do, let us know. We'll get them answered.
Yeah, we try to respond to everybody. Everybody who has questions, everybody who needs help with whatever. Ronnie is really knowledgeable about Subarus, because he has built his Subaru pretty much to the hilt, and he's really knowledgeable about hardbodies. I'm not really knowledgeable about anything, so I will relay all questions to Ronnie.
Yeah, sounds good.
That's it for today. That's it for today, right?
That's it. That's it.
That's it for today. Is that it for today?
That's it for today.
It hurts my soul to see the hardbody sitting like this, but I know when it comes out the other side, it's going to be a crazy drift machine. We're excited about that. Anyways, until next time, say bye, Ronnie. Bye, YouTube.